I will be addressing what students should be doing leading up to the selective high school placement test and how students should conduct on the day of the test, as well as how to go about appeals afterwards. All applicants will be advised of the designated test center by mail and or email before the 28th of February 2013. The day before the exam, make sure you take the day off from studying. Just relax your mind by reading your favorite book or even going to the park. It is up to the student if they want to attend school the days leading up to the selective test. Make sure you get a reasonable amount of sleep the night before and make sure you are well equipped for the exam. Parents will be required to make appropriate transport arrangements for their children. Make sure the student goes to the bathroom beforehand to lessen the chances of going during the exam. At the test center, students leave their bags outside and are only allowed to take in the required equipment. If you want to bring in a watch, make sure it is an analog watch and not an electronic digital watch. During the exam, students should be calm and listen carefully to the instructions. Students must be careful not to talk or look at the work of others during the test. Students found to be cheating risk disqualification from the test. If the student accidentally mismatches the corresponding question with the answer sheet, they should notify the supervisor immediately so actions can be taken to correct this mistake. Note down what subject and question number this mistake began in case it is needed for future reference. The supervisor is there to help you and you shouldn't be intimidated by them. If something happens during the exam, such as a nosebleed, seek attention by raising your hand and make sure you seek a note from them right after the test for reference if you decide to appeal. It is also the parent's responsibility to ask their child immediately after the test if everything went smoothly. If not, seek advice from the supervisors there and then at the test center accordingly to your situation. If some problem such as sickness or accident prevents a child from taking the test or from doing his or her best, contact Ms. Ho as soon as possible, who will help you fill out the illness misadventure form. You must include a medical certificate if the child was sick, or else the selection committee will not be able to consider your claim. The completed form must be returned to the unit by 28th of March 2013. It is advisable to send the form through registered mail so it can be tracked. You should include evidence to support a misadventure claim where possible. Generally, it is better to take the test where possible and make an illness misadventure claim than to miss the test. If illness is visible before the exam, obtain a doctor's certificate before and after the test. There is no need to inform the doctor that you have an exam. Students who miss out on the test for unavoidable reasons, such as illness, may be considered on their moderated school assessment scores at the discretion of the selection committee. If your appeal is based on the student's school performance, the panel will consider only evidence concerning performance up to the end of Year 5. The outcome of the appeals will usually be advised in October. If your child believes they underperformed in the test and you wish to change your choice of schools, you must notify the unit in writing of your request before the 2nd of May 2013. Changes of choice will not be accepted after 4 p.m. on this date. Our confirmation letter will be sent to you approximately 2 weeks later after the unit receives it. Approval will not be given for a change of choice on the grounds that the student did not qualify for the original choices. The results of the selective test are announced sometime in July 2013. Final decision concerning the reserve list must be made around mid-December. The exact date will be announced at a later date. If you decide to stay on the reserve list, your offer will be forfeited, so unless you have a good backup, it is advised that you accept your current offer.